Going over the pros, the cons.
Hey y'all, this is a continuation of my Park La Brea experience. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I would recommend going there first and then coming into here. And if you're interested in all things holistic and practical living, go ahead and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's continue with the cons.
And then security is a joke. I haven't thankfully experienced anything that had to deal with security, but from what I've seen on the Park La Brea community on Facebook, they don't really do much. All they care about is towing your car or towing people's cars, which is pretty upsetting. They are a third-party source, so it's through like Ally Universal, I think what they're called. So I don't think they know too much about the complex itself other than like what they need to do, but I could be totally wrong. This is just like my experience and secondhand experience from speaking on other people's behalf from Facebook community of that. And then there's also frequent elevator issues that I've experienced. Thankfully, I'm on the 4th floor, so it's not a big deal, but when there's times when I'm carrying a lot of groceries or something, I don't want to take the stairs, but I have to. And then the last thing I want to mention for the cons is there's a door system they use called Castle. So it's through an app. And when Amazon or mail package people come in, even food delivery, they sometimes have a hard time delivering the food because you either need to help them unlock it through your app to bring them in, or the system has not worked I've had experiences when the system was down. So sometimes they would not have signal too, so there'd be no way to communicate how to deliver it. So they would often just deliver it right outside your tower and outside the door. Thankfully, there's good Samaritans out there that actually put it in or even like deliver it to your door, which is great. But that part is a huge issue. Like people's packages have also been stolen because of that. And it's just been very inconsistent that way. So it just takes extra work for people and gives tenants stress, which always is not a good thing. Whether they're gonna fix that or not, probably not, but that's something to think about if you get things delivered quite often. Like, it hasn't been too bad for us, but I've seen food just sitting outside and you don't want to get food poisoning, right? So that's a huge thing to think about. And then going back to the issues and complaints, it's mainly maintenance has been a huge issue because it's just like a huge lag time for people to actually come in to look at whatever needs to be fixed. Also, it being old, like our toilet has been needed to get fixed for quite some time now. I don't know if it's because of the high usage of 2 people using a toilet or it's just been that way. I know that the other bathroom we have had a flushing issue, so that's something that I would also take in consideration because I'd hate having maintenance to call them all the time. And I think during the fall, there's coyotes around. I mean, I think they're around during the day. I haven't heard of anybody getting hurt by one. They usually go away, but I think people have seen rats and squirrels and stuff like that because they're hunting, so it makes sense. And then I would say management kind of sucks because it's just such a huge complex where I don't think there's a consistent way of training people. Maybe there is, but from my experience of talking to different people, it just seems like the way I thought something was done is not the way it's done now, or it's just very inconsistent in that way. Something else that I luckily did not experience is there's like a rat and roach problem, maybe because we're on the 4th floor, so it's fine, but people have complained a lot about that, and whether they've done something about that, I'm not too sure. So if you have heebie-jeebies for that, then something to take into consideration. Right, so topic number 3 is costs. Of course, like anywhere else, costs have slowly gone up over the years, but at this complex, it's still below amongst other places around here. So that's a really good thing. And again, it is rent controlled, so that's something that's really hard to top off, I'd say, if you're really on a budget. And as a parking, I'm not too sure what the rates are going on right now, but it is tiered. So there's free parking outside of the it's within a complex, but not in a garage. so that you can park wherever. It's kind of first come first serve. Well, it is first come first serve, so that's the con of that. But then if you pay, depending on what you want to pay for, so rooftop one uncovered, it is cheaper. I think they told me it's like $65 for that one, and I came in towards the end of their lease, so it might change depending on when you actually move in. So I wouldn't really take account of my pricing experience with parking for this. They pay $45 a month per car. I pay $100. So whether that is the same going forward or not, I don't know. If you know, then definitely comment below to let others and me know, because I don't want to give people false information. And then the trash valet is new. The chutes are gone because people weren't handling them well or something. I shouldn't be mentioning this, but I think someone said that they threw like a dead dog in the chute. So I think that's why they just fully cut it off and then started implementing the trash valet. And then there's laundry facility on site if needed, as well as event space, but I don't really know the pricing of that since we have an in-unit laundry for that. And same with the event space, never used it, never thought to ask. And then there's also weekly food truck events and like movie night stuff that you do pay for out of pocket, and it's not like any huge up cost. So like the food truck is just, you know, regular price. And then for the movies, I think it's like, I don't even know the cost actually. It should be under 40. I mean, it's just admission, so I would say it's like $15 to $20. And then other classes, there are like fitness classes within the gym, but I never bothered to go since it's something that already costs money, so I don't want to pay more money for it. I go to a different gym for that. So my overall experience is, it's been okay. I think that's really great for like single families because it's the proximity to anywhere you go, like Culver City, parks here, and just grocery is super good. The safety here, I would give it like a 9 out of 10 because you don't have to worry about going outside late at night and fearing for your life. I would never go outside that late in my first place, so that's something to highly note about. I don't think it would be a good choice if you're looking for amenities and something more modern, because Park La Brea absolutely is not of that. I think they're trying, but it's just so big and it's rent control. Like there's only so much they can really do. So if you want amenities and want something modern, not have to deal with repairs and maintenance all the time, Park La Brea is probably not for you. I'm moving because Park La Brea is not for me, and selfishly I want to be somewhere that's more modern, where I pay for the rent I do and I get the amenities I do. So where we chose, I do think that it's a good compromise. It's a little further from my boyfriend's work, but by 10 minutes, and it's still close to freeway and it's modern, so I'm happy there. So hopefully this video helps you if you're interested in moving to Park La Brea or just curious about it, because I wish that there was a video like this before. Having seen a lot of apartment hunting in LA videos and having some myself, I was looking into YouTube to see if there's anything about Park La Brea, because I know it's a very well-known community and I didn't see many. And the ones I did see are like 6 years old, so hopefully this one will help some of you that have an interest moving here, and hopefully this will help you make your decision about either scheduling a tour here or not scheduling a tour here.